Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and we have massive, massive news coming from the Biden camp. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're supporting Donald Trump, no matter who the Democrats replace Joe Biden with, hit the join button and become a member of this channel. We just got word today that it appears Joe Biden will be dropping out of the presidential race as of Friday. This comes from a top Democrat donor. The Democrat donor says it's been game over for Biden. He has tried to fix this. He did the George Stephanopoulos interview, but it's just not working. According to this Democrat insider who donates not billions, but millions of dollars, he's a billionaire. It's the pressure is just mounting. Biden cannot defeat Trump, and they know it now. The problem I see for the Democrats is the only plausible replacement is Kamala Harris, and she actually polls worse than Biden does against Donald Trump. Part of me believes the Democrats are just punting 2024. They're just punting it and saying we're going to regroup and come back for 2028. We got a strong field, and they do. They got Gavin Newsom. They got Gretchen Whitmer. They got Kamala Harris again for however many times she's going to try. They got Shapiro. They got a very strong bench, believe it or not. They got a strong bench. Bashir is another one. I don't see anybody good wanting to take on half a campaign. Not even half, but a quarter of a campaign. The home stretch. Total chaos in the Democrat Party. It's going to have to be Harris. It's going to be an anointing. She would probably pick Buttigieg to be her vice president. And that's just a recipe for an absolute landslide defeat in November, in my opinion. I want you to listen to what this insider had to say and let me know what you think about it. Do you think Biden will be out of the presidential campaign by this time next week? Let me know.
Step aside.
You have said, I know that privately, a number of Democrats have shared their concerns with you. Reed Hastings, one of the party's biggest donors, just told the New York Times he now thinks it's time for Biden to step aside. Do you think these more public pushes from yourself, from other donors, from lawmakers will bring more people forward publicly?
I think that the dam has broken and that more and more people will come out publicly. I can tell you with certainty that as recently as last Friday and Saturday after the debate, there were quite a few people who felt like it was just an off night. As of today, I can't find anybody, even and I am a hardcore Democrat and Biden supporter. I love Joe Biden. I respect the fact that he's an optimist, that he's a fighter, and that has served him well in the 52 years since he was first elected to the Senate. But it's different today, I'm afraid. The ship has sailed, and there is basically almost no support remaining for him as the candidate. Not against him personally, but because nobody thinks he can beat Trump. And I think, unfortunately, that's correct.
So to that point, then, what do you think the timeline is here?
I actually think, it reminds me about what Hemingway in For Whom the Bell Tolls, I believe, where his character was asked, how did you go bankrupt? And the answer was, well, at first slowly and then quickly. I think we've reached a tipping point where from everything I'm hearing, both in the polls, talking to donors, seeing what politicians are saying behind the scenes, only very few have gone public, but trust me, they're all saying the same thing privately. They just don't want to. They actually think by going public that Joe Biden will dig in his heels, and it will be contrary to what we all want.
So I didn't get a timeline, but I know you had said you thought it could be as soon as Friday. I only have time for a yes or no. Do you stand by that?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we are certainly not talking a matter of weeks. It's a matter of days, I think, before Joe Biden will do the right thing.
Whitney, thank you for taking the time to be with us tonight.